Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Well, I'm back with yet another boxing prediction round. You know what? I actually have noticed that when I only post single fights, predictions, my videos get more views. It's the simple fact that the names will attract more viewers than a titles such as boxing prediction, whatever. But anyway, I have to mention first one fight at least before we get to the main fight. Yeah, this guy, Batyrzhan, his name is from Kazakhstan. A super lightweight or a light welterweight. I prefer calling him light welterweights. Batyrzhan Jukembayev. He has only one loss. That was to Subriel Matias. And in 21. Now he's fighting Hugo Alberto Roldan, who is from Argentina. Argentina, well. Alright, so you can buy it. He's a really good fighter, I mean, no doubt. Like most fighters that come from that area. But he has suffered a setback, of course, and he will have to fight hard to get out, to get back into the, contention. Before that, I think his biggest win was against Miguel Vasquez on points in 2019. So this guy is a puncher, definitely. And 16 of his 20 wins are by stoppage. And here, he's fighting a guy who is hardly a puncher because he's got only 7 knockouts out of 22 wins rolled on. He also has one loss from not that long ago. So, fighters from Argentina are usually tough guys, really. They come to fight, definitely. They don't come to play chess, as they say. So this will be a good fight. I trust. This is scheduled for 10 rounds in America, in some place called Plant City. I don't know where it is. Anyway, you can buy it. He's based in Montreal. Montreal. 32 years of age, 5'7" tall. Roldan is 30 and 5'8", so yeah, slight advantage, but I don't think it will matter much. I think that you can buy will win this fight for sure. Almost surely. Nothing is 100% sure, of course, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure if he will stop this guy or not, but he will win. And also, we got the return of Jose Zepeda, who is fighting a guy called Richardson Hitchins. Wow. Undefeated, 16 and 7 knockouts. But this guy is a really tall guy for light welterweight, 5'10 actually, and big reach also. 74. Zepeda is coming off a loss to Regis Prograis, but he's had a fight actually since then, right? Which he won points. Yeah, he's 5'8", so yeah, he's more of a standard height for a welterweight or junior welterweight. He's been in quite many hard fights now, Zepeda, and at the age of 34, I don't know really how much left does he have. I mean, in the tank, his prime may be over already, but he was on a good run before loss to Prograis, but if Prograis is just a little too much for him, turned out. He knocked out, of course, Ivan Baranchik, which was a knockout of the year in 2020, which was the highlight of his career, also as well as beating Jose Pedraza in 2019 on points. So before that, he lost to Ramirez and Jose Ramirez. And Terry Flanagan, that was a fluke loss. He got injured, and yeah, he injured his shoulder back in 2015. Zepeda has just been always a quality fighter and known for bringing good fights, excitement, and tough guy who has the punch, the necessary punch. Doesn't always win by knockout, but often. And yeah, I don't really know anything about Richardson. Hitchins. I wish I knew more, but judging from his record, anyway, he is a solid fighter, definitely, kind of like a prospect at this moment. And he has actually beaten Argenis Mendez 2020 by split decision. Not bad. Malik Hawkins also by decision. And in his last fight, he defeated a guy called John Balza on points. Alright, he also knocked him down twice. Wow, this can be really interesting. I mean, and this is in Orlando, Florida, and neither guy is from there, but anyway, Hitchins is from the East Coast, from New York, while Zepeda is from California. Yeah, so I expect another good fight there as well. Um, this will be, of course, a telling fight for Zepeda. If he loses this, then it means that he should hang him up. He's no longer able to compete with the best, and if it's a really close fight, one of those really dodgy decisions, disputed decisions, then it's another thing, of course. But if he should get schooled or loses clearly, and of course I don't think Hitchins can stop him. Of course, that the chance is very small, but he can outbox him definitely. But it seems that that's what he does, usually. So yeah, so I think this is quite hard to predict. Really, I mean, Zepeda on the on paper is a stronger fighter, a bigger name, but he's now no longer in his very best years, and this guy Richardson, Hitchins is 25, so he's in his prime, of course. If that's when prime begins, really, in boxing, 25, yeah. For that, you are a little, usually fighters are a little too inexperienced, not completely mature, but by the age of 25, you are supposed to, really peak, yeah, blossom into a real full fighter, complete. So, yeah, Zepeda. I hope. I mean, I would like to see him get more big fights, but I'm also a little curious about this guy Hitchins. So we'll see. We'll see. Nothing is certain, but it will very likely go the distance. Because Zepeda is coming off a bad loss, a late knockout to Prograis, and then this year he's only fought some unknown guy, and he had to go the distance there. So yeah, it's hard to say. This is actually, by the way, a fight for IBF North American, WBC Silver, and WBNA Duo light welterweight titles. So yeah, whoever wins this, he's gonna be in line to fight one of the big dogs. Yeah. So all right. Anyway, my prediction is that probably I think Zepeda wins this fight. If he wins this fight, it will be probably, I don't know really. It can be also by stoppage, but Hitchins can only win on points anyway. So yeah, I don't know really. I think I almost am leaning towards an upset for Hitchins because he seems to be, you know, at his best right now. And as a paid I am, that's very uncertain, but you can argue he's no longer at his very best anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, they are rather evenly meshed, I can even see a draw happening. Why not? So anyway, I don't think. Let's say, let's just for the fun's sake, let's say I pick Hitchins to win on points. All right. And then finally the main fight: Zhilei Zhang versus Joyce 2. Wow. Yeah. I don't really see much, you know, logic for, or a need for a second fight or a rematch. But all right, fair enough. I mean, Joyce did get cut because of, I mean, he lost because of a cut. So, you can argue that's reasonable. But he wasn't really doing well at all in that fight. He was getting tagged and tagged repeatedly, by Zhang and yeah. I mean, of course, the only loss of Zhang's came to Filip Hrgovic in 2022, and he knocked down Hrgovic and really kind of messed him up pretty badly. But he gassed in kind of started gassing in the second half of the fight actually, and Hrgovic took over pretty much and just outworked him enough to win. And I know many people were disputing the decision, but I thought it was fair. It was fair because Zhang didn't do much in the second half of the fight. But he's 40, already, so doesn't have that long future ahead. But he's a beast, this guy is a beast, really. And he's so strong, he's so tough. It's amazing, really. But Joyce has also been regarded as a beast and, a specimen. But the thing is, he's a slow guy and he's really easy to hit also. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, he does have like a decent, he's got a good jab and all that kind of decent boxing skills, but he's still rather easy. I mean, Takam hit him plenty, in the first like 3, 4 rounds. And Dubois also, of course. He has a great chin, of course, a real iron chin, but it still doesn't mean that he cannot be cut, and he got cut by Jean. But even this proves how strong Jean is. I mean, Dubois, a strong guy, a big guy, also hit him plenty with big shots, and he wasn't able to cut him. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? But yeah, sometimes it's all about just luck or bad luck. But yeah, still, Zhang is just a beast, man. A beast from the east. I mean, crazy. So I don't see really much of a different result. I mean, unless I can only see Joyce winning if he manages to go the distance, if he manages to win, enough rounds so he can get some kind of hometown decision. We have seen plenty of those also in England, late the last few years, where the home guy got the decision simply because he was active enough. He did land enough punches, but he wasn't necessarily the better guy. But he still got the decision in a close fight. However, I don't see Joyce really being maybe last time he was just not himself. Maybe I don't know. He did seem timid and all that slow, but the problem is that Zhang is just too good and too hard hitting, I think. And even if Joyce hits him with his best shots like Hergovic, he will not be able. He can never put him away, man. Come on, never. Even only if he also should get caught, but I don't think he can. But he's just, you know, like what's his name, the Thing from Fantastic Four. That's a good comparison. This stone man, you know, huge, strong rock man. Yeah. So I think probably, Joyce will get stopped again, but maybe this time we'll go a little longer, like to the eighth round or something. And as I say, if it goes a distance, well, I still don't see Joyce winning, but who knows, It's like, today, you can never be sure. I mean, yeah, so, the fights with, for instance, Josh Taylor versus Kettle, such fights, what's his name, Dillian White versus Jermaine Franklin was also a ridiculous decision, hometown decision. So who knows? But I hope it will not go the distance just because of that, because they cannot rob Zhang. And after that, Zhang will get to fight Usyk, I guess, because he's the WBO interim champion, and Usyk holds the WBO full title. So yeah, but also Ergovic actually is in line to fight Usyk next, I believe. But whoever wins that fight probably goes on to fight Zhang. Or if, God forbid, Joyce should win, that will be Joyce. Alright, so there you go. That was all for this time. I hope these fights will turn out enjoyable, and yeah, I wish you a good week. Bye.